there once again to Joel's Ventures Vault series. So, the year is 1969. We're going all the way back to the 60s. So, we're going to talk about Fantastic Four issue, King Size Special, issue number 7. Did you know in the 60s, instead of calling them annual, they called them special? I just want to share a fun fact before we get into this. So there's a couple stories in here, very fun. It's a retelling of one of the earlier issues of Fantastic Four. So it's not always new stories in here. There's starting in the 60s, there was retelling of the earlier issues of Fantastic Four. So that's pretty cool. So now let's get on to some history of this comic. So for this comic, Fantastic Four, for print run, there was about several thousand copies made globally. So that was quite a lot sold around the world. And in Canada, about 10 to 15% of that got sold here in Canada at that time. So that's pretty good. So so let's say there's about 3 million sold, and 10% will be 300,000. So there could be that many copies floating around, some in good condition, some in bad condition. This is in not bad condition myself. For this one, it's a key issue, which is nice. I got this on Christmas Day. It was a Christmas gift, so I thought this would be a good one for Vintage Vault because it is a key issue, and we're back in the 60s. But by 1969, the comic for a special went up to 25 cents. So how inflation have rise from the early 60s to the late 60s. So another fun fact, in 1969, monthly issues sold for Fantastic Four single issues were just over 300,000 copies per month. So that's a lot of issues being sold worldwide. So pretty cool. And like I say, this is the origin of Doctor Doom, is retelling how he got his powers and everything and his suit. So it's not original stories, it's just reprinting of earlier stories. So yeah, and also let's see, for my notes here, 5 to 15% sold in Canada out of like 300,000. So there's about 30,000 copies round. So in the U.S., a big chunk of that goes to in the U.S. But so yeah, it got distributed per percentage per country. So some fun facts for Vintage Vault. That's what I try to aim. Value for this is I'm not sure what my family member paid, but I know this is a pretty in high grade, is quite valuable. So this is be mid grade. I'm assuming it'd be about $20 item. So you got long-term collectors can let me know. So yeah, so for value for vintage series, I like to find the print runs and how much is sold per country, that sort of thing. Some unique facts and just all that fun stuff. I'll give you guys a quick spy slice. So I think starting off for January 2025 at Vintage Fantastic Four, because it is one of my favorite superhero groups. So like and follow me on all social platforms, even Hive, X, TikTok Notes. I'm on all of them, so let's have fun. I'm posting comics, talking about comics, and I just enjoy talking comics with you guys. Thanks, everybody.